can beat me.
Want a duel? Let's get our game on!
A duel? Anytime, anywhere.
Hey, what's going on, Cosmic Gazer? Oh my god, I cannot find it. Yeah, I already know. We got the new box coming out. You guys know I've got to review it. You already know your boy got to review it. Do some things right quick though. Hey, what's going on, Bad Habits? Been a lot of time. Yeah, bro. I've been on Twitch. If some of y'all didn't know, yeah, I've been on Twitch. I recently moved to Twitch for a little bit, but now I'm back to restreaming. Road to 1K subs. Let's do this. I want to get this 1K subs. So we going to. Oh, there it is. Give me 1 second. You're doing a little bit of fixing here. Don't mind me. Alright. Blocking you. Deckless is the only thing I can take. Alright, cool. There we go. Sorry, like I said, I had to redo my whole OBS structure because I'm using my Mac this time, and literally the stupid Mac literally erased everything, so I had to remake everything, which was so stupid, man. It's like, come on, right before I stream. Hey, Steven Fresh, what's going on, Shiny? There we go. Are y'all ready for the review? I'm just making a deck list for when we are done. Also, keep in mind as well, this may turn into a very short stream, so I want to at least get the review over with. But if I have to cut things early, I got my other laptop that I have that I normally stream on. It's in the shop right now, trying to see what's going on with the keyboard. So, guys, supposed to call me back by around 7. So from there, once I get that call, I'm probably gonna have to end things from there. But hopefully we can at least get the review out the way, and we can always have time to test these decks out too. So that's another thing. Hopefully we can at least get like a couple duels with both these decks though after the review before I get that call. Yeah, that'd be good. And also, like I said, this Mac has a history of energy problems, so that is another thing you have to worry about as well. So we are on the clock with this computer, so we're probably gonna have a 2.5 hour stream with this computer in general. So just be wary of that. It won't be no 3-4 hour stream as I was intending to today, because I want to make up for the days I didn't stream. But it is what it is, man. Bad day for me when it comes to just computers in general, man. It's just but yeah, we're definitely gonna do a box review. About to pull it up right now. Here it is. I gotta fix this a little bit. Fix this up a little bit, make it look nice. Alright, there we go. Hopefully y'all can see everything, because we's about to go in. So, I know both archetypes. I used them both in the TCG before. And let me tell you some lessons. tell you some lessons, alright? So I won't be able to read the chat, so I'm just going to go over it. Y'all could probably talk to each other as well. I'm just going to go over it, and we're just going to move on from there. So if I don't read the chat, if I don't do introductions, please forgive me. I might go a little bit back and forth, you know what I mean? Might just turn this off and go back. I don't know. We're just going to go back and forth, or I can just pull this away a little bit as well. I want to shorten this a little bit better because I'm using like a Windows screen, as y'all can see right here. What's going on, Edwin? Still no skill bus. No, we got the skill bus. We do got the skill bus today, and I was testing them out, man. Really, dude, those skill bus are busted. So we'll definitely go over that as well. But yeah, you know what? We'll just do this. I'll probably move this away to kind of see the chat as well, like that. So it's not gonna be pretty just because I had to redo everything on my Mac. So this ain't gonna be a pretty stream, but I'm gonna try to make do what I can make do. I'm gonna move in a little bit as well. Get a better picture. There we go. Oh, no, we should be good. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so we got the first UR Ritual Beast Ulti Apelio. It takes 2 Ritual Beasts, 1 Ritual Beast Tamer, and a Spiritual Beast, so remember that. So, we got Spiritual Beast, Spiritual Beast, and then a Ritual Beast Tamer, which if you go down here, you got 1 Ritual Beast Tamer. I think you have another one down here. You got Beast Tamer or Ritual? Yeah, Ritual Beast Tamer. So we got 1 Ritual Beast Tamer. I know there's another one. That it? Oh yeah, no, there's a second. Okay, I was about to say, yeah. So these 2 are gonna be mandatory that you're gonna have to play. To be able to even go into these fusion monsters. Oh yeah, here's another one. Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. So we got 3 that you could use with the other 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's about it. So you got 4-to-3 ratio, which you could kind of mess around with your deck on and figuring out how you want to make the deck around it. But you're gonna need those, like I said, pay attention to the card text, Ritual Beast Tamer and the Spiritual Beast. So, you know, so whenever you're reviving monsters to go into the fusion, gotta have 1 of each. But let's read its effect. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card attacks, it is unaffected by other cards' effects until the end of the damage step. So it has a a Star Eater effect. If this card, during either player's turn, you can return this card you control to the extra deck, then target 2 of your banished monsters, 1 Ritual Beast Tamer, and 1 Spiritual Beast monster. Special summon them in defense. So this is going to be your main ritual monster that you're going to play in your deck. This is going to be the main. This is the one that I would advise to at least run 3 of, because this is probably one of those you actually want to run 3 of them, because you want to keep bringing this card out, because this card is going to be the one you want to attack with. The others are kind of for protection, but this card at the most is going to be necessary to get the attacks going through. So definitely a really good card. I see why it's UR. In the TCG, this card was the only card that you normally beat up your opponent with. That's why I say that. Emphasize on this card, get as much as you can of this card, because this is going to be the card that's going to attack your opponent. And you can also protect the card with its effect during either player's turn. So, like I said, it's really, like I said, this card is really good because you can dodge cards like Shred, Econ, I think I don't know about Clash. I think you can do Clash if it's during damage step. So I'm not too sure. But either way, even if after they clash or something like that, they only have 1 monster on the field, you can just activate it, put monsters in defense. You can't attack with the monsters if they're in defense. Yeah, you dodge a whole bunch of cards, and that's probably what you want to emphasize when you create around this deck is, you know you're going to dodge, you bring monster cards back, you need to do something with them afterwards. So, moving on to the next card. Ritual Beast Tamer Window. This is another good UR, man. This card you want 3 of 100%. You want 3 of this card 100%. If you're gonna go for 3 of something, go for this one. Prioritize this one. 2 Apelio would be fine. Go for 3 of this if you need to. Reset, reset, reset. If this card in its own possession is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 ritual beast monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. You can only special summon digital beast tamer window once per turn. So, here's the drawback with this card though. You can't special summon this card. Well, sorry. You can special summon this card once with the Ritual Beast Ultimate Apelio card, but you can't bring it back out. So you gotta remember how to play that off, because there's gonna be times you can't special summon her more than once. So she does have a summoning limit when it comes to special summoning. But other than that, she's just busted. She's a floater. She brings out, you can bring out a Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck or your deck. If you need to, you can literally bring out so you can bring out Kanahawk, you could bring out a Pedal Pin, you can bring out a Rampenju, any card that you need to go into one of your Ritual Beast monsters. So you know, we're gonna kind of, I'm gonna put the Yosenjus on a hold right now. We're gonna just talk only about the spiritual beasts in the Ritual Beast archetype and show you some ways to play. So, Ritual Beast Apelio I love because you want to keep. So once per turn during either player's turn, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast card from your graveyard for the rest of the turn. All ritual monsters you control will gain 500 attack. This card's going to be important because it boosts your attack and you're banishing them from your graveyard. You don't want to access your graveyard that much. You want to go to your banishment zone. You want to grab cards from your banishment zone. If you could do that consistently, then you have a deck that's going to be very powerful. So Apelio is going to be very useful, and then it's during either player's turn. I'm telling you, during either player's turn, it's powerful in this meta. So for this card to be a normal, it's actually a really good normal card, especially for the archetype. You can activate it twice. So with your turn and your opponent's turn. So yes, you can ban 1 Ritual Beast card from your graveyard. We're talking about card. So it could even be a Ritual Beast card. It doesn't even have to be a monster, which is very useful as well. And they gain 500 attack. So you just keep boosting your monsters and you get to banish them, to which you're going to get with another card I'm about to talk to you guys about. Where is it? Ritual Beast Bond. Alright, so this also banishes. Banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters you control. Special summon 1 Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck. You don't get summoning conditions. This is going to be one of the top cards you're going to want to put in your deck, because if your opponent somehow disrupts your monster, you want to chain this card and then bring out a ritual monster. So if you, like I said, if you're summoning and then they try to dredge or they want to go Fortune Lady, because Fortune Lady Every's going to cut this deck. Fortune Lady's going to banish. It's going to ruin your combo. It's probably going to go for OTK, but if you have this card, you just chain to it. Well, you can't chain to the effect, but at the same time, you could be able to, yeah, you're kind of left wide open against Fortune Lady Every. Fortune Lady Every is going to cut this deck just because she doesn't target. Non-targeting could really hurt the deck because you have to activate prior, and if the effect already resolves, you're kind of in a bad spot. But against other types of things, like let's say Drowning, Wall of D, this card is perfect. But we'll get to unfortunately Lady Every and how to go against that with this deck shortly. Alright, so the card I wanted to get to was a Northern Normal. Ritual Beast Ambush. So target one of your Ritual Beast Tamer monsters and one of your Spiritual Beast monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Special summon them in defense positions. After this card is activated, you cannot special summon monsters except Ritual Beast monsters for the rest of this turn. You can only activate Ritual Beast Ambush per turn. So this is where you can grab a Tamer and a Spiritual Beast monster, special summon them from your banishment zone. I mean, you could use the graveyard if you want, which also brings up to the fact that if you have something in your graveyard, Ambush should grab it. A lot of these cards won't grab either or from the graveyard and or banish zone. So even though it's a trap and it's a normal, it's going to be very useful for the comeback game. So I've seen this used in TCG. I love using this card in the TCG because I won so many games just by having ambush and just like, okay, I set this ambush. They think they got me, then I activate ambush, and then I have my 2 cards back. I special summon, and then I go in. You know, and their effects aren't negated, so you can activate their effects as well. A Paleo, bring back a Paleo. Get the game. Bring back Lara. If this card's normal summon, well, no, special summon. Where's the special summon effects at? No, there's one where you could. Well, I don't think there's one if you special summon. It's just you activate its effect. These 2. So you bring Paddle Fin back. Let's read its effect. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast card from your hand, then target 1 card your opponent controls. Return it to the hand. You can only special summon Spiritual Beast Paddle once per turn. There's also these. Seems like these cards have a special summoning requirement. I think that's what's restricting them from spamming the field from Ritual Beast monsters to bringing them back out, because you can use your effect twice once you do that. You look at it like that. Affilio, boost, Ritual, come back, Affilio, boost. So you can do that as well, which is kind of broken. But you can only special summon a lot of them once per turn. So if I go Paleo, you can only special summon it once per turn. So you gotta. So I think they eradicated it. I don't remember them having this at the end. I really don't, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, like I said, a lot of these cards can have their place. So you just, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit big brain, but once you understand this deck, it's gonna be very powerful. You just gotta get past the summoning edition. If you can fight past that, you're in there. So now we got Rapinju. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck and send 1 Ritual Beast monster with the same type as that monster from your deck to the graveyard. So this will help fill your graveyard as well, so you could use a lot more of these other monsters' effects. So you can banish from your extra deck. I kind of don't like that because you want to use almost all your monsters since we have a limited extra deck. You want to use them all, but it couldn't be good in certain situations too. So don't knock it. And then you always put them back in the extra deck anyway. And you can special summon the ritual monsters and then use them as well to go into another ritual monster. Y'all didn't know that, kids. Yeah, because if you look at them, they're ritual beasts, which takes a ritual. Well, no, actually, I think they're a tamer. I think we had a tamer in here, don't you? I remember using them to do that. Oh, I don't think you can. Never mind. Because it's a ritual beast tamer. Dang, I swear I was able to do that before. Never mind. So if they're in the graveyard, they're in the graveyard. My bad. God, it's been so long. But, so pretty much you're getting rid of a ritual beast monster. And you're sending a ritual beast monster with the same type as that monster from your deck to the graveyard. You bring it back with another card. And then you ritual summon. It's not bad. Not bad. Now let's get into more of the fusions, alright? I know most of y'all probably been worrying about the fusions. Ritual Beast Ult type Petal Fin. Same requirements. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. During either player's turn, you can return this card. You control the extra deck and target 2 of your banished. And once, this is why I'm saying you want to banish your monsters, because you need them to be banished if you're going to bring these guys back. I know you can just banish and then bring them back. You can banish and bring them back. Understand that. Just if anything ever happens and you need monsters that are banished, you need cards to support it. We will see as time goes how the graveyard in the banish zone will work with this deck. So I think that's going to definitely deserve some testing tomorrow once we definitely do that, because getting the game flow, especially in this fast format with this deck, is going to be important to really figure out if this deck has top tier potential. But this card's good for defending against your opponent. 2800 is not like an immovable fortress in this meta, especially we have like Blue Eyes, Poison Lady Every, ties that bond with probably like Neos or Dark Lords or anything like that. It can but it can't keep a lot of people from attacking over you. But you know, it can still get targeted. So, you know, when you bring this card out, it's also crucial as far as your game plan on trying to protect with this card, using it. So, like I said, this deck could be really big brain if you know how to use it right. It's all about timing, timing, timing. This might teach a lot of players on how to do timing, because timing is going to be very crucial with this deck. You because, you know, swapping out, swapping back in, what you have in your hand, what you have on the field. You have another big brain deck, but I think it's going to be useful for a lot of duelists because people will actually understand their timing more. Timing will separates the pros from the novices, I'm telling you. It's like the ultra instinct of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean? Once you know it, you're a beast. You know, I'm a pro and I haven't mastered it yet. I'm like Beerus and I haven't mastered timing yet. That tells you a lot, you know what I mean? Alright, so we got Ritual Beast, Ulti, Canahawk. Alright, his effect is once per turn you can target 2 of your banished ritual cards, return them to the graveyard. And if you do, add 1 Ritual Beast card from your deck to your hand. So we have a Searcher as well. This card is very useful because, like I said, you have a Searcher, target 2 of your banished ritual card monsters, return them to the graveyard. Another thing why I emphasize about banishing, because if you have more than 2, and you have like 4, you return 2 of them, and you can still switch out with Canahawk into getting what you need, and be able to do what you things again, which is always fun. But yeah. And it's a Searcher, so you can search for any Ritual Beast card as well. See how a lot of these searches are normally for Ritual Beast cards. Like I said, always keep that in mind because that's going to be very useful using this deck as well because you want to know what you can go for. Helps you plan ahead. Very good. Very good. And it's a rare too, man. Alright. So, let's get back to these guys. So I had to touch the rares because I want y'all to get an understanding of the actual play style of this deck because I played it so many times. It was a lot better with 5 cards on the field because this deck can summon a lot if you know what you're doing. But we're only in the 3-card format, so you can only special summon 1. You know, you only special summon 1. You can't have 2. You can't have anything. You just gotta have 1 and maybe another monster on the field that can help float or protect your life points. But Ritual Beast Canahawk. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast card from your deck face up. During your second standby phase, after this effect's activation, add that banished card by the effect to your hand. So it has a gold Sark effect, which is very useful because I think you can use this effect up to twice per turn. Let's say you summon this, you just normal summon this card, ritual summon, well, activate its effect, ritual summon, bring it back, activate its effect again, get 2 gold Sark effects. There's 2 banished cards right there, so I can see why this card's an SR, and this card was very useful in the TCG because you want to banish your monsters so you can bring them back immediately. I think there was other support cards that kind of helped with it as well. I just don't remember off the top of my head, but you want to banish. Graveyard's fine because there is support cards for the graveyard, but banish should be the top priority. Good against Metafist, good against Fortune Lady Every. Like, that's what I was kind of telling y'all about handling Fortune Lady Every. You want to be banished. You want to be, because if they banish it, you're fine with it. Just don't let every OTK you. You know, you just bring back your monsters with Ambush. There's another spell card in here that helps as well. But yeah, you want to banish, get that Gold Sark, or you can bring them back with a Ritual Beast Ultimate Polio deck. You have more targets with Canahawk as well. You do create more targets for when you do send back to the extra deck. But it's also very useful. What else am I missing with this deck? Ritual Beast Return. Banish 1 Ritual Beast monster from your hand to target 1 of your Ritual Beast monsters that is banished or in the graveyard, special summon it. So this is the card that'll bring back your Ritual Beast. So let's say you tagged out with a fusion monster and you activate Ritual Beast Return. You can bring back that monster and then activate its effect. You could pretty much, you have any target of any Ritual Beast, not any, you can get Ritual Beast monster, so you can get Tamer, Ritual Beast Tamer. You can't get Spiritual Beast though. That's another downside. You can't touch the Spiritual Beast. But you can hit the Tamers and you can grab the Fusions with Return. Another really good card that you could add to your deck. Banished or in your graveyard. So like I said, there's stuff for graveyard and management zone. You could probably play a grass deck of this if you really wanted to. Hint, hint. Coming soon. Yeah, really good card. We're gonna see both of these cards in play for sure. I think both these cards would be pretty viable. If any, the best played decks ever. Ritual Beast Tamers, if this card is normal summon, you can target 1 Ritual Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So let's see, you already have one in the graveyard. A one card ritual. You play your cards right, one card ritual. Another ritual beast tamer win. If this card normal summon, you can target one of your banished ritual beast monsters, special summon it. One summon ritual. If something's already banished, you could combo this card with Gold Sark. I would say combo this card with Neo's Fusion, but you gotta wait a turn before you do that. And there's sidekicks too, and you do have sidekick support in this game. So, you know, we got sidekick, thunder. So this, like, think about it as well too. They're sidekicks, so you can probably put in some psychic text if you are some old-time psychic players. Hint, hint. All right, so let's move on to the real Senjus. I have been waiting to talk about. All right, so our first trap card. You know, let's take a moment to. I want to see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about in the chat? Can you turn down the music? Oops, sorry. What's going on, 420? Guys, let's be perfect for this deck for how many times they banished throw monsters. Looks like a card box I can skip. This is a good deck with Invokers in it. Yosenju's meta player. Yeah, I like Yosenju's. I think Yosenju's are going to be powerful. They're going to be a heavy back row deck, but that's the point. They're a heavy back row deck in the TCG. That's the point. The question is, how will they do in the speed format? That's all, you know. But let's go over the cards. Yosenju Sword Sting. You are a trap card. If you control no monsters, reveal up to 2 Yosenju monsters with different names in your hand. Then target the same number of face-up cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. You can only activate 1 Yosenju Sword Sting per turn. Alright, so what sticks out to me is you don't need monsters on the field to activate. Another thing that stands out to me is you could target up to the same number of face-up cards and return them to the hand. And what stands out to me is that they have to be face up. So the downside is they have to be face up. Another downside possibly is you have to control no monsters, which I don't really see it as, because Yosenju send themselves to the hand anyway, unless we use a certain card, which I will get to. But the same number of cards you could use up to, so you could just grab one face-up card. So I think this is going to be very useful for the monster control in Necro Valley. You know, this would be very good for cards like Necro Valley, Every, the Gravekeeper's Fusion. Cards that are going to be really difficult to get off the field. Can't affect Kikaitis, though. That is one thing. It can't affect Kikaitis, but definitely get these cards off the field, though. You know, what other decks are very meta prevalent? Dark Lords. You know, they think they're safe. They can't run True Nade anymore, so you better, you know, they can't run True Nade, so they're going to need Cyclone to get these cards off the field. But let's say they're ready to attack, or they want to Desire you, or I don't know, Desire wouldn't be the problem because you wouldn't have monsters on the field, but you know, they summon a monster. Okay, you send that to the hand. They come at you with 2 monsters. You activate, you send you Sword Sting. You send both of them to the hand. You know, you leave them wide open for your Senjus to come out and start doing what they need to do. Just beware of the trap card. But yes, Senju Sword Sting is going to be very prevalent. It's going to be very prevalent. You can put Drowning in here, which is good against Dark Lords. This deck has controls for a lot of these boss monsters. So if you focus this card on boss monsters, you're in there. It's how you play the deck every time. Alright, we're on to the new one. Yosenju, 3. Beast Warrior, level 4 Wind. If this card is normal summoned, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 Yosenju monster from your hand. When another Yosenju monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can add 1 Yosenju card from your deck to your hand except Yosenju, 3. You can only use this effect Yosenju, 3 once per turn. Once per turn during the end phase. If this card was normal summoned this turn, return it to the hand. So, Yosenju, 3 has a Trimid Hunter effect, to where if you summon it, you get to additionally summon, and quickly, might I add. So, you know, you could immediately resolve this effect, which can prove quite useful at times. Summon another Yosenju monster that is not 3. And you can create a chain effect with Yosenjus, which is also very beneficial. You can get 3 monsters on the field in the same turn as long as they're in your hand, which it could be very useful as well. It's very good setup. Very useful. Then you get a search with it as well once you inflict battle damage with another Yosenju monster. And we're about to approach that monster right now that combos with this card very well. Yosenju, 2. If this card is normal summon, does the same effect. You can normal summon quickly without resolution. So you go into 3, go into 2, and go into battle phase. If this card can't attack your opponent directly, so you want to attack with combo first. And when it does, using this effect, the battle damage is halved once per turn. You return it back to the hand. So you attack directly with combo 2. This card activates. Yep, and this card activates. You get a search. At the end phase, you go back to the hand. All right. We don't have combo 1. I don't know why. I won't even ask. This is another card that I want to put in here. Yosenju Izna. Level 4 Beast Warrior Wind type monster. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summon, this turn return it to the hand. You can only use each of the effects of Yosenju Izna once per turn. So you can use both of them in one turn, which is very useful. You can discard this card. This turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a Yosenju monster is normal or special summon. If you control another Yosenju monster, you can draw 1 card. So Izna is one of the cards you want to draw at the end. So let's do some back tracing. Yosenju, 3, summon. Yosenju, 2, summon. And then Yosenju Izna, to where you could draw a card and you have 3 of them. You attack directly for 1,000. You attack it directly with 1,000. You get the search. And yeah. You get the search, you draw, and you just bring back to the hand. You don't do anything else. You don't do anything else. You don't try to beat over monsters. That's why you have drowning. That's why you have sting. You just attack directly. This is a cyber dark deck with a whole bunch of back row. You just attack directly. That's it. It's stupid, but yeah, that's the thing. That's the case. Now, you could probably run cards that help them run over, like this card right here. Yosenju Tsushik. So if you worry about getting over monsters, you can use Sujik. And same thing, summon this card last. During either player's damage step, when a Yosenju monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card. The monster you control gains 100 attack until the end of this turn. So if you can just keep this card in your hand, and then you just do that. But you summon this card last, and you can just do this. You can target one Yosenju monster on the field. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. So you're going to probably put that 1,000 either on Kama to do more damage, or you're going to put it on Kama 3, sorry, to get over a monster equal to or under 25, if that word counts. But you can play this card. You can probably play this deck with Ties That Bind and get it to 28. Depends on how you want to run the deck. So that's how I normally play the deck. I try to go for 3. If you probably won't end up with 3 in your first duel, because I'm thinking balance and ETH as my first 2 skills I'm gonna run to. But you know how we could remedy some of this as well? Yeltsin Training Grounds. Now this card is not searchable because it's not a Yosenju card, which intentionally Konami did that just so you couldn't add this card. Each time a Yosenju monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Yosenju counter on this card. You can remove any number of Yosen counters from this card. Apply this effect depending on the number of Yosen counters removed. You can only use this effect in Yeltsin Training Grounds once per turn. 1 counter, all Yosenju monsters you currently control gain 300 attack until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. 3 counters, which most of the time you're going to use the 3 counters, let's be real. Add 1 Yosenju card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. This card was busted in TCG because we have 5 monster card slots, 6 cards starting hand. Easily, just Yeltsin Training Grounds, summon 3, bam, add a Senju card, set it, in turn. What's your opponent gonna do? If they can't combat your back row, it's over. You know what I mean? It's over. Then you just start negating, setting back the hand, everything under the sun. So this card is gonna be very useful for your additions. Like I said, that's why I like this in combo with Izna, because you get to draw 1 card, and if this is the 3rd card you summon on ground, you get a draw and you get an add. which I do like about this. So yeah, Yeltsin Training Grounds, expect to see this card being played in this deck, because I'm telling you, if Yeltsinjus are going to be played a lot, this card is going to really help them. It's just going to help them draw, get the cards they need, and get things done, because it's a search for them. You know, it might take a little bit of time. It might be a little bit slow. It really is, because we don't have 5 monster card slots. The speed dual format did slow this card down, but it's still going to be useful for this deck to thrive. Unless you want to run ETH, and I still might run that card. Alright, now let's talk about the combo with Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Alright, once per turn, if a wind monster you control returns to their hand, except during the damage step, you can special summon one level 4 or lower wind monster from your deck. So, as a lot of people have been talking about, you can summon your Yeltsin monsters. At the end of the phase, they return themselves to their hand. You get to special summon your Yeltsin monster. But you can't activate Sword Sting. You can't activate Drowning. So be wary of that. So the way to do this is I think it's a good time. Hey, I think it's a good time than ever to talk about this card. Yeltsin secret move. This card will allow you to have a Yeltsin monster on the field. So this would be the card you want to use with Divine Mist When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated while you control at least one Yeltsin card, and all face-up monsters you control are Yeltsin monsters, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy the card. So, if you could get a search or some kind, or if you draw into this card is going to be very useful to you, because you're going to have a Yeltsin monster on the field, and then you want to activate this card on your opponent's turn. So if your opponent tries to activate something to get their play started, you negate Yeltsin secret move, negate, and if they destroy your Yeltsin monster, at least it probably won't be lethal then, because you negated whatever will start your opponent's plays. You're good to go, and now you're back to doing what you normally do. Hopefully they do destroy your monster, because you still want them to destroy your monster, so you can go back and use your Drowning or your Yeltsin Sword Sting. But this is not a necessary play, though. This really is a necessary play, because your main plays are going to be Sword Sting and Drowning. Drowning is going to be played in this deck a lot. So Sword Sting, Drowning. This would be the card that you want to use on your turn, because you're going to want to attack directly, and if your opponent tries to disrupt it, you want to activate secret move. That's why Yeltsinjus were so annoying in the TCG, because they waited on the secret move unless it was critical that they had to use it on their opponent's turn. They waited until your turn to keep it, and then when you attack and you try to go for lethal and they try to activate some secret move, no more things during the battle, especially that like Drowning or Wallaby or anything. Negate, no more declaration. Anything else, unless it's a damage step card, it goes through. Another card, Countergate from Kaiba's Level Up. You can use Countergate as well with this deck, because it combos so well. You in the battle phase, and you get the normal summon your Yeltsin monster, which works perfectly with Training Grounds. Just like, man, your Yeltsinjus are going to be a cuck. They're going to be a cuck. I can't wait to play it. These other cards, I don't really want to get too much into. Manga is probably the next card I want to look at, though. If this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Yeltsin monster from your deck. Just the fact that you can special summon Yeltsin from your deck and they don't return, which could be very useful. During the end phase, if this card is special summoned this turn, return it to the hand. So you return this, but that other monster is still special summoned. I have used this card before. We had more support to make this card a little bit more useful, but we don't have it in this box, so it's not going to be that good, at least for now. But yeah, we got Whirlwind. I'll go over these cards as well. Activate this card by paying 800 life points. Once per turn, of a face-up Yeltsin monster you control returns to the hand. You can target one card your opponent controls, return to the hand. This is another viable card for the free-to-play players. I'll probably try this card deck. I'm probably gonna try this card once we do some testing. I won't lie, because I don't want to sit there and run three. I don't want to sit there and run three Divine Wind of Mist Valley. I just don't. I really don't. So I might just tech in one of these to see how it works, because maybe it could help us. I'm telling you, man, returning to your hand is gonna be so useful, especially for a lot of these boss monsters. Targeting is still an issue when it comes to Kikaitis, but that's fine. Yosenju Wind Worship. This is an interesting card. This format kills this card. It really kills this card. But I know there's a way to use this card. If you control 3 or more Yosenju monster cards with different names, return as many Yosenju monster cards you control to the hand as possible. Then you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. So the problem here with this card is it's not impossible. You could obviously get 3 Yosenju monster cards, and you could just activate this card at your end phase since they're going back to the hand anyways. But they go back to hand before you draw. So that's 3 cards plus a worship. That's 4 cards you have to control. And then so they go back to hand. Worship does give you that -1, so it does give a negative. So you're gonna have to. So at most you're gonna draw 2 cards, which isn't bad. Which really isn't bad because you can summon 3, set whatever you have. Let's say opening up. You activate worship at your end phase, and then you draw another card. Now you can't activate it because we don't have a main. We don't have a main phase too, but I think this is at your end phase, right? No, it's not. This is another thing that hurts this deck is we don't have a main phase 2, so we can't do other things with this card. So that also hurts, but in phase, you activate it, return them back to the hand, you draw whatever's left. You can't set it or anything. You know, if you draw another trap or something like that, because of you have to wait until the end phase to activate it. But I could definitely see some people trying this card out with some spicy text. I could definitely see that happening. It's an interesting card. I wouldn't say it'd be in my final build, at least for now. But yeah, that's my whole thing on Yosenjus. I love Yosenjus, man. Yosenjus sound really fun. They're very controlling. They're very, you know, you could run this with, like I said, Endless Trap Pale with Power Shaft. Know where you got the idea from. You got the idea from me, damn it. And Ritual Beasts are going to be interesting too. Ritual Beasts is probably going to be the biggest brain deck out of them all. Now let's jump into Cristrons. Crystron Thigh Stavern. Machine effect, so it's not a tuner, level 3. You can target 1 face-up card you control. So it does the same thing. Destroy it, special summon machine type synchro monster, blah, blah, blah. We already know that effect. You can banish it. So this is the real effect right here. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Crystron monster from your deck to your hand. Alright, I want to make sure everything's good to go. Get to the duels. Screw you, Shiny. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Crystron monster from your deck to your hand. So this card's good for the searching. Alright, so this card's going to help you when it comes to searching. This is going to make Cristrons more broken. I'm not worried because I run invokes most of the time, so I'm just going to banish it unless he uses it that same turn. But I'm just going to banish it. So I run invokes. This is why I love Kaitis, man. It cucks this deck. But it's going to make Cristrons very consistent stuff. If you're not running invokes of some sort, you're going to be in trouble. Because this is going to make Quarion a lot more consistent. Because now you're going to add any Crystron monster from your deck to your hand. Because Cristrons always suffered from not having the right monsters in their hand at the right time. And that's what hurt them a lot. So now you have this. It's kind of like the banishment of Cristrons. So yeah, and it's an SR too. So it should be a little bit easier to get. Oh man, Cristrons are going to be a number. We're going to try this card out. Whether we get 2 or 3. Hopefully I get at least 2. It's going to be fun trying this card out with Crystron. I think I've gone a little bit smarter with the deck. But on to Crystron Impact. Target 1 of your banished Crystron monsters, special summon it, and if you do, if your opponent controls any face-up monsters, change their defense to 0. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that effect. So, as we all know, this card has 2 effects that stands out. You can special summon a banished Crystron monster, and you can negate an activation that targets a Crystron monster, which is very useful. So, Econ, dual wield. Well, dual wield targets 2 cards, so I don't know how that works. It doesn't say monsters, but I hate when they do that in the card text. I think it's just A, so it has to be 1. No, it says A. Card text. I think it still works on dual wield. It works on Clash. What other card? It works on a whole bunch of cards that target. You know we're in a targeting meta still. That hasn't changed yet. Crystal Impact is gonna make an impact. Let's just say that. Very good card. Very, very good card. And you get the banish, you can still run Tretch in your deck. Krishan's always allowed to where you can run Tretch in your deck, so don't worry, Tretch players. Alrighty. So, let's go to the miscellaneous things. Alright, Cameraclops. If this card attacks a face-up monster on the field at the start of the damage step, destroy that monster. Its defense must be higher than this card's attack to activate to resolve this effect. This card can get over a lot of beefy monsters with decent defense, especially if they're in defense. I can see this card in like a clown control deck. I really can. I remember I used to run like a fun little clown control deck in a TCG with this card, and I used to just keep wrecking my opponent's monsters. They think they're invincible with their high attack and high defense, and I just play Cameraclops with freaking Windstorm or no entry or Curse of Anubis or any of that, and then I just Cameraclops them. But yeah, if you want to make a clown control, Cameraclops is very good for that. All right, on to the next one. Magnetic Field. Now this card is so broken. I can't wait to play this with magnets. A field spell for magnets. You're gonna want to run 3 as much as you can, as much as possible. You want to open up with this damn card because now you have a play. Well, let's read it first. If you control a level 4 lower Earth Rock type monster, you can target one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use this effect in Magnet Field once per turn. Once per turn at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock type monster you controls, not just a magnet, an Earth Rock type monster you control bound an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by the battle, you can return that opponent's monster to the hand. That hurts Kikaitis, unfortunately, as I have to say. That hurts my Kikaitis so freaking bad. You can return cards that are problematic to hand, because like I said, it doesn't target. So it has a good bounce effect. That bounce effect is going to be very prevalent when it comes to magnets. So, you know, you have something for the Gravekeeper Fusion, which could be hard to get off the field just so you can get rid of Necro Valley. Gets rid of Kikaitis. That's probably one of the biggest things. Every is another big hit because you return every back to your hand, so you force your opponent to re-synchro summon. Yeah, that's another big hit. It works well with the Magnet Warrior, whatchamacallit, that sends a Magnet Warrior to the graveyard. You play this with him, you're already set. You're already set. So now you can special summon that card that you just sent to the graveyard, which, oh, dude, setting beta, special summoning. This card's broken, man. This card's going to be very, very broken, especially when you just draw it first turn. Oh, my God. All right. More Slag. It's an equip. Equip only to a normal summon or set monster you control. It is unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects of special summon monsters. So they can't activate special summon monsters effects to get rid of your monster. During damage calculation, if the equipped monster battles an opponent's special summon monster, that opponent's monster loses attack or defense equal to the equipped monster's original attack during that damage calculation only. So they're trying to bring. So I see Konami just trying to bring back freaking that goddamn annoying Wild Heart balance deck. I forgot what people call it. That damn, yeah, that hot Wild Heart deck. So here's another card that adds to it, especially in the special summon meta. Yeah. I can definitely see people trying to play that deck again with this card. Maybe you could play this card in Noble Knights. If special summon monsters become too much of a problem for your Noble Knights, you could play this card as a good tech against them. Hint, hint. Alright, last card, and we're going to get to some duels, alright? Super Team Buddy Force Unite. So, target one face-up monster on the field. Special summon one monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster's, but with a different original name. If this card in its own spell or trap card zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can set one Super Team Buddy Force Unite directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. So, this card is slow. I know a lot of people say you could probably use, whatchamacallit, yeah. What is it called? You pay 2,009 points, special summon everything with the same type of different name. Yeah, we all know what I'm talking about. I'm forgetting the name. Maybe y'all could tell me if I move this over for a little bit. I know maybe y'all could tell me if I move this over for a little bit. Trash, we have Gwen. Good thing I looked at it. This is perfect timing. Oh man. All right, but back to the review. Target monster on the field, special summon monster from your hand or graveyard with the same name. So I'm guessing you can use this with Ojamas because all I see is Ojamas on the dang card. So you probably use this with Ojamas, but it's so slow, man. But it could be useful if you want to like target one on the special summon monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster. It could be useful, you know, maybe with magnets, you know, magnets, Yosinjus. You use it with Yosinjus. You can use it with maybe spirit beasts, I don't know, psychics, everything that just has the same attribute pretty much but different names. So it's slow, but it could probably I'm definitely gonna tell y'all it's probably gonna see some use. I guarantee y'all it's probably gonna see some use. Maybe it might be useful as a trap because you may want to activate it on your opponent's turn. Maybe the monster that gets special summon might cuck your opponent. Who knows? I know this card might have some potential use in the future or now. This is one of the cards to look out for. One of the cards to look out for. We just got to see what cards we have currently, what cards will do very well with this because people have used Ties of the Brethren. That's what it is. Ties of the Brethren. You know, Ties of the Brethren, people didn't know how many uses they could use for it until people broke in the card. You know, this card's a lot slower, but you don't have to pay 2,000 life points. You special summon. It might cuck your opponent on their turn. Maybe you can play this with the invokes too. You know, something like a breaker or something. Go invoke next turn or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking of stuff. But yeah. And I think that'd be my review for now. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Back to the duels. I want a duel now, man. I'm so tired of talking. What's going on, D Turner? What's going on, Ricky? What's going on, Wind of Hope? Oh, what card? Yep. What's going on, Arthur? What's going on, all y'all that I've missed? But I like I was saying, like I couldn't see the chat. So for all those, please say hi again so I can see your names. Give you a little what's going on. But yeah, I couldn't see y'all names when I was doing the review. Hopefully y'all got some info from it. You know, probably don't have all the info from it. I just gave you what I knew off the top of my head. But I'm ready to do some duels. Do y'all see this deck? Hey, Dio, what's going on, bro? Yeah, we do get 2 tickets, D-turn. Yep, you are correct. I still have a dream ticket looming. You see Cancer? Oh, you haven't seen the beginning. I can finally use Magician of Chaos consistently now. And I'm about to show y'all the plays that I'm about to bring. Let's do this. We're about to get Cog now. All right, y'all. Road to Cog with this deck. Can we do it? Hook dark so you can special Chaos Keeper. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. I gotta put that Neos Knight in here too. Ah, broken. Yep, they're gonna be Trap Castillo, exactly. That's why I want to play it so bad. And it's not even just gonna be trapped; it's gonna be negation Cancer. That's what's gonna make them really threatening. It's just gonna be negating everything. You're gonna be there negating everything and sending back the hand. I think the only counter I can see to that deck is Cocytus. That's what's gonna make it so hard and stopping their effects. Cog incoming. Let's do this. Oh, we're playing Burn. Are you serious? What? GG. Sphere. Yeah, he probably does have Sphere. It's fine. Oh, he doesn't. You just give me the game. Oh yeah, I got some replays I want to show y'all too. I'm gonna show y'all some of these insane replays. All right, I'm gonna show y'all some of these insane replays. So we were versus some decks. All right, where is Zane? No, it wasn't Zane or Aster. Ooh, no. Let's go to Zane. Look at that brick hand, dude. Dude, Cyclone makes this deck so much faster. Dude, that skill buff made Cyclone just so much more useful. I had to run 3 because you wanna draw on the Cyclone. You want to draw on the Cyclone. Look at these, like, look how broken these hands are now. Necro Valley, oh no! I run Neos. What am I gonna do? Oh, he's about to do this crap. Oh my god, how am I gonna get past this? I need a top deck in this. Oh yeah, I run 3 of it. Why should I run 3 Cyclone? For situations like this! Cosmic Cyclone, the Necro Valley. Master of Rights. We switch. Master of Chaos. We go on a Keeper, send one of the rituals. Cool, cool. Advanced. Magician of Chaos. Neo's Fusion. Bye-bye. Boom. Boom. Thought you could stop me? GG. Carmine, get your fortune ladies out my face. Fresh, you on the Twitch side, heck yeah. All right, so we got some cocks right here. All right. So we got Necro Valley down. Let's see how we do against fortune ladies. Unfortunately, he went first. Never go first against this deck because this deck will win every time. Invoke possibility gonna be good. I have no idea, Arthur. Depends on how you built that deck. I haven't built it yet, so I don't know. Oh, Rankdown just banishes. Yep, exactly. Uh-oh, advanced ritual art. Magician of Chaos. You only have 1 card? Sorry for you. Neo's Fusion. GG. Yep, just banish their Sanctify and you win. Oh, here's a... Oh, dude, I want to show y'all. All right, this will be the last replay, but I got to show y'all this one. Have you ever had those times where you just hate when people like to keep playing this crap? Oh, yeah, and by the way, this is my revenge against ETH Gravekeepers. Did you do against Kakaitis?
It's my turn from my hand.
Power of the Guardians. That's all I can say. Probably Power of the Guardians. But we don't worry about that here. We just worry about OTKs. Cyclone, blow up. Get that crap out my face. Neo's Fusion, GG. Get all your back row crap out my face, Odeon. This deck is broken. Dude, the skill just broke the deck. The skill just completely broke the deck. All right, second match. Let's get Cock. I'm ready. Can't end stream until we get Cock with one of these decks we're playing today.
I can see the... I'll give this duel as my turn.
Ooh, what should I do?
Come on out.
I don't know.
I activate my monster's effect.
And we draw again too, so you could always, if you use Cyclone next time, we just gotta switch what we need to switch, and we are gravy.
I'll play this.
Cyclone.
My turn. I draw.
Play Necro Valley, Shizu? Are you playing Necro Valley?
I activate a spell.
All right.
Very well.
Damn.
Fusion summon a monster.
You're just gonna go into poly like that?
Monster's effect activates. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Back on the Twitch side.
I set a card face down on the field. It's my battle phase. Allow me to proceed.
Definitely
My
bacony.
monster attacks you. I activate my monster's effect.
All right, so we're gonna summon and we're gonna cyclone.
Are you ready? It's my I draw.
Oh,
I use my
floodgate. Ah. All right, so yeah, we'll switch out the Neil's fusion. Or should we? Oh no! How are we supposed to do this? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. I couldn't summon then Cyclone. Oh wait! I was scared of the back row. I should have done that though. I was scared of the back row. I thought we would got past them and I died. I was being dumb. I was being dumb on that one.
I activate my monster's effect. I'll end my turn.
We're gonna have to wait.
I draw. My field spell card activates.
Yeah, that would have been the better play. That would have been. I know, man. That was my plan from the beginning, and I still didn't do it. I was like, change the plan, and then I realized like his backer wasn't even threatening. Why me? Why me?
I knew we'd.
We would have won that. I messed up my card.
I summon him.
I ain't messing this up.
Monster's effect.
I'm not messing this up.
I activate my monster.
Oh, you already know, Shana. You already know.
From my hand, I activate a spell. I'll play this. I special summon. I set a card. I'll end my turn.
Yep, exactly. Yep, exactly. I didn't know he had floodgate. Jeez. I'm doing it.
You are about to.
Yep. Master of Rights. I didn't know Pegasus had that. Shit, I should go for Pegasus then. Not use the cosmic to destroy the cosmic. We're all trying to use Master of Rights. We all are.
From my hand, I activate a ritual spell. I'd like you to meet my monster.
Mirror match.
I ritual summon a monster. Let the fun begin.
Oh my god.
Monster's effect activates.
The, we had the same hand. We had the same hand.
From my hand, I activate a spell. My monster's effect activates.
Pretty dang near. If you could just draw into Neil's fusion, we could come back.
Let the fun begin. I special
Oh, wow.
survive to battle. Here I go. My monster attack.
On you. I activate my monster's effect.
Hey, Dog Wishes, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the void.
My turn.
I draw.
Ah, we're about to lose. Yeah, we lose.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
Simple-minded fool. My monster's effect activates.
If I only knew he was playing the. If he was playing the same deck, I would have equipped that Power of the Guardians a long time ago. He looked at my hand and manipulated his to look like mine, and just like, hell no, I'm going second. I'm gonna have the same thing he has. Freaking cuck. Ooh, we go second though. Just top deck, exactly.
It's my turn.
Woo! Dude, this deck is so consistent. Look at this hand, dude. Look at this hand. This does perfect against Desperado. Power of the Guardians is perfect against Desperado.
My turn. I draw. How about this? I activate my monster's effect.
You cannot
believe
change
it.
fate. I reveal my face down card.
From my
Manga.
Special summon a
I
monster.
activate a spell. How about this? I special summon from my hand.
Power of the Guardians.
Activate an equip spell. Here I go. Let's battle. I activate an equip spell.
Was
I
this your
activate my
final
monster's
stand?
effect.
Didn't.
Has in store for you, I draw.
It really is broken. It really is broken.
Fate has in store. My
Oh,
monster's
wow.
effect activates. I end
You
my
ready?
turn.
That's it.
Might I draw? From my hand, I activate a spell. I'll play this. I special
Take it.
from my hand. I activate a spell.
I knew.
Get wrecked, Sartorius. Get out of here with your crap. Use your freaking Desperado crap. Oh yeah, Tyler. You already know it. Oh yeah, Dragon Fusion is gonna be broken too. I can't wait to do. There's so many skills to try out. Like after this, we're gonna go Vindreds. Then we're gonna fix that deck up. Then we're gonna do the Dragonics. But we gotta see if we can get a cog with this, or at least as far as possible.
I'll give this
Look at this consistency. Look at it.
from my hand.
You don't even need to do anything right now. All we gotta do is this. All we gotta do is this. Yikes.
I'll play this.
Hopefully he does like a. Hopefully we get like a Cyclone next turn. Then we could just send Neos.
I draw a card. I set a card. I set a card face down. I
You
end my
ready?
turn.
It's might I draw. How about this? I activate my monster's effect.
on this. Add this.
I activate my monster's effect. Time for battle.
Ah, stop missing.
Watch and learn. I attack you directly
Mm-hmm.
with my monster.
I know what you got. I know what you got, Rex. Don't play these games. Take that 18. Take it like a man.
It's my turn.
Gotta play offensively at some point.
I draw a card. Get ready. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates. From my hand.
Illusion magic. Oh, what are you playing? Navigation? Yeah, he plays navigation.
Check out my face down card.
Jesus.
My trap activate. Get ready. I special summon a monster. Here I go. I special summon a monster.
So we know he has a wall of D face down or drowning. But we need him to do some. We need him to do damage. Hopefully we get a cyclone next turn. We'd be in good shape.
I set a card.
Another back row. Great. Come on! We need a ritual or something. We need a ritual or yeah, we just need a ritual,
Have ourselves
monster, or a cosmic. And we got him.
You're in for a licking. Attack.
I caught you. I activate my monster's effect.
You're in for a licking. My monster attacks.
All right, man. Come on. Actually, no, we don't need a ritual. We need Cyclone. We just need Cyclone. We just need Cyclone.
I end
You
my
ready?
turn.
Come on.
Might I draw?
You know what? That could work. You do need to shuffle back in our hand anyway. Oh, that isn't gonna prevent us from freaking. Yeah, he does have negate. No, but it's fine. We just take 1,000. Jeez, dude. It's going on La Solo. Dude, why don't I ever draw my Cyclones when I need them? Like, this is so stupid. I have 3 in the deck. And I can't even draw my ritual.
Time for battle. Watch and learn. My monster attacks.
Yeah, when we get it, we'll do it.
Just as I planned.
Flash.
Check out my face down.
What was...
card. I activate a quick play spell.
Well, we won't take any further damage out of this 25.
I'll
Here
end my
I
turn.
come.
This guy's probably playing freaking
I draw a card.
pretty nerf. Don't know how people are still playing Clash right now.
I set a card face down. Let's have ourselves a battle.
Look at all this dude's back row, man.
My monster attacks. You're in for a licking. My monster. That's
I
the end of my
refuse to
turn.
lose. I
Cool. Now we can. Oh, but now we have it. It's so stupid, man. Need to bait the Neos fusion.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Rookie. My trap activates.
Mm-hmm.
From my hand, I activate a spell. I'll play this. I special summon a monster. From my hand, I activate a ritual spell. Come on out. I ritual summon a monster. Time for battle. How's this? I attack with my monster.
Oh my god.
My monster's effect activates.
Whatever.
Watch your turn. I attack with my monster. I
bring in
end
the
my
pain.
turn.
He's having everything.
It's my I draw.
No, because he had the negate.
To battle.
He had the negate.
My monster's gonna stomp ya.
And this guy has back row for freaking days. How do you have this much back row in this crap deck, man? Oh, I hate these players, dude. All they do is rely on back row.
That's the
I'm
end of my
done
turn.
playing around.
Yeah, I needed to because I needed to put them back. I couldn't use the ritual because I had to put the Neos back in the deck.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
Which that's the thing about advanced ritual. You have to put them back in the. They have to be from the deck.
Here I go. Let's battle.
Oh yeah, how you could have used the skill.
I activate an equip spell.
Just as I planned. My face down card
Now you have Trench, you cheater.
trap activates.
Yeah, this guy's cheating. I mean, you can't do nothing about it.
I
I end my turn.
This cuck is cheating.
I draw. My face down card activates.
Fucking cheater. Can't wait for the 28th. There's no way. He's just play one Clash or one Tretch. And he is. Wow. Wow. Whatever. He's like, he's not even playing a sensible deck. He just sits there and runs a whole bunch of hand traps and back row. Hey, Horizo 13, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the void. There we go. This would have whooped his A. I hope this is the same guy. And it's not. He's running Titan Showdown, but we're still gonna whoop him. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Oops, misplay right there. Alright, Horizo, appreciate the follow. I think it's Horizo.
I
Alright.
end my
It's
turn.
my turn.
Oh, you're not even gonna.
Here I go. I activate my monster's effect. From my hand, I activate a spell. I'll play this. I'm setting a card. Time for battle. How's this? I attack you.
These are the times I wish I had Kakaitis. People in their mind wants to start playing Sphere or Ebola. No. Well, we got Cyclone, we got Bacon. Yeah. You got Sphere. I mean, we got Bacon, so you couldn't OTK us. Roy G's, nah. Well, we're getting used to the deck. We're getting used to it. So I was making some misplays yesterday too, just because of the skill. I'm getting used to the skill again, because there is a lot of plays that you can do with just the skill. So I gotta get used to the skill a little bit. That's all. Plus with this Neo snare, definitely gotta get used to the skill. Woo-wee! And we go second too. This is what just makes this deck even more broken. I mean, look at his hand. This hand has everything. This hand has everything. Alright, he's playing Life Point Boost A. Life Point Boost A is growing in popularity. Hey, thank you, Master.
Don't get too scared by this. It's only my turn. I draw.
Hey, I'm gonna have the mic off just for now, but I'll be right back.
From my hand. I'll show you. Come on out! I summon a monster in attack position. Time for battle. Watch me work. I attack.
Here I go.
My turn. I draw. Don't get too scared by this. I activate my monster's effect. I activate my monster's effect. From my hand, I activate a spell. This card will do. I illusion summon a monster. I activate a spell. Let's battle. I'm ending my turn. My turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate a spell. Here I go. I special summon a monster. I'll end my turn.
Here I go. My turn.
I draw.
Alright, so that's my guy. I'll probably... Alright, so what y'all want? Wait until the box pull tomorrow. This is going to be my last duel. I'll be back in the next 10 minutes. I'll redo the stream, and the next stream will be just for dueling with the skills. So I'll be back in the next 10 minutes after this duel. And then I'll just open up, you know, I'll just come back next 10 minutes. I'll reopen up the stream, and then we'll test out the skills from there, because I definitely want to keep playing. But Kakaitis is going to be a cuck.
I'm ending my turn.
So this is gonna be annoying. We need Power of the Guardians.
I activate my monster's effect.
Sounds good? Awesome. Yeah, because I just gotta go pick up some. Hopefully this guy hurries up, because I gotta get my shoes on.
Here I go.
Like I said, my keyboard, they said my keyboard's messed up. They gotta order a new one. But So I'll probably have to stream on this. Well, no, I'm gonna stream on my other laptop. I just won't be using the keyboard as much. But yeah, I just my keyboard was in the shop today, so I had to use my Mac, which was giving me problems. But seems like it's going good right now. Is he gonna keep spamming Kaidas? You know what? I do not mind that. Oh, I got you, D-turn.
Time to battle. Go! I attack. Hold it right there. I activate my monster's effect.
Golly, man, 31.
Go! Attack! Oh no! I'm ending my turn. I draw.
Dude, oh my god. Why? This would be so good if we didn't go against Kaidas, man. Alright, man. I'm just gonna call it probably for this deck too. The deck's fun, but yeah, Kaidas beats this deck. Unless you have Power of the Guardians, we were just not gonna win that one. And then he could have had whatchamacallit. But I don't know. Deck did a lot better last night. But yeah, I'll hit y'all up in the next 10 minutes. Hit y'all up next time. Choppa 200. Sign out for